Hey guys, thanks for joining us out here at the Range Report, and I just wanted to make a little video today to just express some appreciation to some very special people. As you guys know, we were invited to take our podcast from the Liberty First Foundation called the Weekly RoundTable out to the NRA annual meeting in Atlanta, Georgia this past week. Well, first we want to thank Amanda Suffolcool, who's on the board of directors at the NRA, for putting together the Voices of the 2A Community program, to which we were invited to participate. It was the pilot program, first time it's ever been done, and about a dozen podcasts, both large and small, were all invited out there so that we could interview, the newsmakers, manufacturers, the who's who, and bring you guys a little bit of information about what's new in the Second Amendment community. Well, it was the pilot program, and it went off smashingly, and we had a fantastic time. If you guys watched, we did 9 hours of live broadcasting from Atlanta. It's all on replay. If you hit the little live button on the videos, you'll be able to see that. We're going to be taking those and cutting them up and just, putting them up as individual segments, so you can see who you want to see. But aside from that, I wanted to take this minute because doing the show was a Herculean effort for us. We had to break down our entire studio, make it portable, pick up a whole bunch of brand new equipment, get out to Atlanta, a 4-hour drive to get out there. And it was really going to be a little bit much for one person to be there. So a couple of weeks ago, we had our good friends, Rich and Jackie, were going to come in for Easter. But when Richard heard that we were doing the NRA and that I would probably need some help, they changed up their plans. Jackie came early, Richard came the week later, and he accompanied me to Atlanta, did most of the driving because I like to fall asleep on the road. And, Rich was a lifesaver. Came through in a clutch. He said, whatever you need, I'm there. And my buddy Rich came down, co-hosted the show with us. And even to his own detriment, getting on the plane yesterday to go back home to New Jersey, he was delayed 8 hours, 2 canceled flights, and now this morning he had to rent a car and drive back to New York. Now, if that's not a lot of effort, I don't know what is. So, Rich Separovich, from the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you enough for everything that you do and for every way that you helped us. I'm indebted to you, sir, for as long as I breathe. And another person I'd like to say thank you to is Dalen Parker. Dalen and I work together because, I have a day job and I sell guns during the day. And when we mentioned to Dalen that we were going to be going, he was over the top excited. He said, please let me come with you. I need to be a part of what you guys are doing. I would love to be a part of the podcast. I want to help in any way we can. So Dalen drove his own car down to the NRA, spent the entire weekend with us, and we had a blast. We had 9 hours of great show. We got to interview everybody on the floor, introduce Dalen to people that, he would have never had the opportunity to meet, not going to these events. So for Dalen to get his feet wet and jump right in like this was huge for him, and it was huge for us because Dalen is a great guy. I'm able to bounce ideas back off of him. We were able to play to the camera pretty well, make for interesting conversation. He was able to engage every one of our manufacturers and guests and everybody that came along, both at a professional and personal level. He is a stand-up character. I am blessed to call him my friend. I'm even more blessed to be able to work with him, at least 40 hours a week. So it was important that I come on here because there was no way that I was going to be able to do this by myself. And I also need to thank Michael Vasquez, the Dragon of the Southern Tier. Mike was able to join us through the computer for the entirety of each show, and he was doing our off-screen production for us. So any of the links I had to come up and put on split screen, he was handling all of that, and also engaging with the guests. He is professionalism to the next level. And of course, my partner, Mike Marshall, he couldn't make it down to the NRA due to work scheduling, but he was in on the show too, also, via the internet. And Mike, again, we got to get you out of New York, brother. We got to get you onto the scene with us more often because we have a bang-up job. But for everybody that joined us on the show, from Tony Simon to Mark Robinson and everybody in between, the guys from Bosslock, Occupy, Defense Distributed, all of these guys, I could ramble on and on about how many people we had on the show, but you'll see them in future videos and if you watch the replay. But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. I could not have gotten this done without your help. Could not have gotten this done without your support, and could not have gotten it done without your faith. And as we now grab a hold of a little bit more of that brass ring and we start moving forward, we encourage everybody to come along for the ride, because we have got some very, very big things coming down the line that we've been working on for a long, long time, and now they're finally starting to come to fruition. This has been a roller coaster ride of ups and downs, but we just keep moving forward, and we want to thank the audience especially for taking the ride with us. And if you want to continue that ride, please hit like, share, subscribe. Come along with us. I mean, we're just a couple of regular folks that just love the Second Amendment community. We want to bring that news to you guys so that you can utilize it in your lives and, just make the community a better place for all of us. So I'm going to sign out and just say, as always, this is Frank from the Range Report and the Weekly Roundtable at the Liberty First Foundation. You guys be safe and shoot straight.